Okay, so here is a video going over this page in case you need it. So you're going to create your graph in Desmos, all right? And do the points look like they fit a line? All right, no, they should not, okay? And they shouldn't make a line, right? Because if the speed were constant, okay, it's going to make a line, right? Because like every second, it would have an increase in position. Another second, same increase in position. Another second, same increase in position, okay? So that's why it makes a line, all right? In the graph that you see, it's going to be more of a curve, okay? So your graph should look something like this, okay? Make sure that you label these, okay? Position in, I think it's meters. It might be centimeters. I can't remember what it is in the graph, okay? All right, and when you plot your points, okay, you're going to see they look kind of like this, all right? So if you do try to fit a line to them, right, if you do put the y1 squiggle mx1 plus b, it's going to come out something like this, right? It's going to look really bad, all right? And what that's telling you is that these points don't make a line because look how bad it looks, okay? All right? So what you have to do is you have to figure out what the equation is of this curve, all right? This is a little more mathematically complicated. If you're in trig, you've probably done this. Okay, this shape is called a parabola. Okay, it's like a curvy shape, all right? And then what you're going to put for this is y1 squiggle k, meaning some constant, x1 squared, okay? Right, so this is your position. Okay, this k is some constant, and then this is your time, but it's squared. That's why it makes that shape like that, okay? All right, so when you're describing the position and the time, right, you'd probably say something like, as the time increases, right, as I go this way on the graph, okay, the position is also increasing, right? Okay, as the time increases, the position increases, right? Because it kind of has that positive looking slope. Okay, but we want to make a distinction between this also was time increases, position increases, okay? But this was more of like an even increase. This one is not, right? Because look, if we go over, we go up that much, over, we go up that much, over, oh, wow, that much, over, more, okay? So that distance here, each time interval, however you pick it, okay, that distance in each time interval is now increasing, okay, versus being constant like it was before, all right? So I like to say as the time increases, the position increases. I like to say increasingly, which is a little bit confusing, okay? Do not say exponentially, okay? Part of you is going to want to see that curve and say exponentially, but that's a different mathematical term, and this is not an exponential relationship. It's a quadratic, okay? You could say quadratically, I guess, or I don't know. I would just say increasingly, okay? Because that's what's making a distinction between not being a line, okay, being a curve, all right? Okay. What is the constant k of your graph? So you're going to get some number here, okay, right? And then if you want to put the units, you can, but if not, it's a little bit confusing, right? So they're going to be meters over seconds squared, okay? But I'm not super concerned about the units. If you can see why that is, fine, but if not, I don't think I care, okay? So your Desmos was y is proportional, or squiggle, k x1 squared. Okay, in algebra, you'd use this as the equation, okay? If you've studied parabolas in trig, okay, you're probably used to seeing it like this, okay, which is fine. We're just kind of ignoring this part for now, okay? So this is the same as your quadratic equation, okay? But I don't want to confuse everybody because not everyone's in trig, okay? But if you are in trig, this is the same thing, okay? All right, and then the lab equation, the y value is position, equals, you're going to have some constant, okay? If you want to put the units, go ahead. If not, you can skip it, okay? And then this is going to be time squared, okay? That's what this right here, right, is what makes it a parabola instead of a line, okay? So again, the units are kind of optional. Like, I wouldn't worry so much about it, but just in case you're wondering, that's what they are, okay? All right, so that is this page.